When we picture the war in Ukraine, it's easy to imagine a static conflict, soldiers fighting over inches of muddy trenches. But that image hides a broader reality. The conflict is now operating on a scale that ignores geographic borders. U.S. intelligence officials recently delivered a warning to the Polish government. They believe Moscow is planning a major provocation within the next few months. The goal of such an act wouldn't necessarily be an outright military invasion. Rather, it is a calculated move designed to escalate border tensions and seed fractures among NATO allies, discouraging their support for Kyiv. The static lines on the map tell only part of the story. Beyond the trenches, the conflict is pushing into a wider radius of deep strikes and international provocations. This map shows how Ukraine is reaching past those trenches. Unable to outmuscle the Russian army head-on, Kyiv has launched a campaign of asymmetric warfare, striking targets hundreds of miles inside Russian territory. The first target is the Russian domestic economy. Ukrainian drones have hit multiple oil refineries, damaging facilities situated up to 800 miles inside Russian-controlled territory. The second target is the military-industrial complex itself. Ukraine is taking out research institutes and weapons factories that produce components for Russian missile launchers and power plants. The third target is logistics. Ukrainian forces are destroying the infrastructure required to resupply the occupied Crimean Peninsula, cutting the land bridge and hitting key arteries like the Kerch Bridge. Ukraine is avoiding the areas where Russia is strongest. Instead, they are choking off fuel, weapons, and transit routes, attempting to collapse the Russian war machine from the rear. Moscow's response to these deep strikes has been severe. They have retaliated with massive barrages of missiles and drones aimed at civilian centers and infrastructure in the Ukrainian capital. And the weapons themselves are evolving. Originally, Russia relied on slow, propeller-powered drones. Now, they are deploying a rapidly increasing number of high-speed, jet-powered variants. Flying faster and higher, these new drones behave so much like cruise missiles that the line between the two categories has blurred, making interception much more difficult. This chart shows the outcome of a recent overnight attack. While air defenses successfully intercepted 476 out of 496 incoming drones, the response to a different threat tells another story. None of the 4 hypersonic Zircon missiles were stopped. Defending against those hypersonic weapons requires specific hardware, highly sophisticated, scarce technology like the American Patriot missile system. By mixing cheap drone swarms with fast hypersonic missiles, Russia is running a calculated campaign to overwhelm the skies and exhaust Ukraine's most valuable air defense resources. As both sides deplete their arsenals, the demand for resources is pulling foreign actors directly into the conflict. To help repel Ukrainian incursions, Moscow recently deployed roughly 11,000 soldiers from North Korea into Russia's Kursk Oblast. After signing a mutual defense pact, Pyongyang sent its own troops to fight on sovereign Russian soil. This map highlights a wider, secretive escalation. Russian Shadow Fleet vessels are launching military-grade surveillance drones into the airspace of 12 NATO countries. They loiter over sensitive military bases, tracking British and French aircraft carriers, and surveilling European nuclear sites. These incursions are not accidents. It is a coordinated Kremlin campaign to map out the defense networks and probe the vulnerabilities of NATO's nuclear infrastructure. The intelligence warnings and drone incursions have stripped away the perception of a localized border dispute. European nations are altering their historical defense postures out of fear for their borders. Driven by that threat, lawmakers in Finland recently voted to change their laws to allow the hosting of nuclear weapons on their own soil. Lithuania appears to be moving in the same direction. The Kremlin's response was swift. Officials publicly declared that by altering its laws, Finland is now officially on Russia's nuclear targeting list. With tensions rising, European leaders are warning that the months leading up to the next NATO summit represent a critical window for global security. Victory now depends on a race of endurance. Ukraine aims to hollow out the Russian war machine from the rear before Moscow can use these provocations to terrorize Europe into submission.